Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Mindset Monday. It's not just any Monday, it's Mindset Monday. And we're here to talk about our dang old mindsets. Dang old mindset, right. How are you doing? How are you doing? Happy Monday. How's it going? Who do we got in the chat today? Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to pull up my, there she is. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hello, we got so many people here already. Wow. Okay. May, Kate, Leanna, Cheesa, Kat, Daisy, and oh wait, is that two daisies? Two daisies right in a row. Dee, Brooke, Simone, Daniel, Nick. Hi, Nick. It's been a while. Hannah, Emma, Abby. Hello. Nunu. Hi, Neve. Hi. IDK to be honest. What's up? Next lifetime. And Brandon. Hello. Eleni. Mocha Java Latte. Mocha Java Latte. Kat. We said Kat. Hi again, Kat. Anaya, Mary, Wendy, Isna. Hello. Dina. Hello. Oh, did I say Ananya? Yes, you can ask questions. Sub Negro, hello. Gwen, hello. Mona Lisa, hello. Killa Pop Tart. Elizabeth Abaja. Make sure I said that right. May, glad you're here. Looks like everyone got notifications, so that's good to know. Every time I watch other people's YouTube videos, they're like, don't forget to resubscribe or re-hit the bell notification because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. But I have had people say that they've had to subscribe a bunch of times. So, you know, if you're not subscribed, please do. And if you can like the button or like the like the button. Yeah, like the like button, actually. That'd be great. Oh, everyone's saying it's 111 and 1111. Oh, shit. We got a bunch of 111s and 1111s in the chat. That's awesome. Hello. Amy likes my sweatshirt. Thank you. She calls it a jumper. Where are you from? Ya jumpa. Tell me where you are from. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you. KPTO. Oh, that's what KPT stands for, is Killa Pop Tart. Okay, so you are not a new person. You just have updated your name. Dina, oh, I missed you too. We haven't talked in a while. Mariama, Jasmine, Sydney, Vegan for Life. Oh my gosh, Vegan for Life said they got notified at 11:11. Okay, perfect. I think that happened for like a bunch of people. And that's like, you know what's, oh my God. Okay, here's what's weird about that is because sometimes I get like, I'll beat myself up a little bit about how punctual I am. I'm not beating myself up, but like, you know, let's just say I'm flipping thoughts about how punctual I am. And I'm, you know, just like, sometimes it gets a little stressful, you know, showing up on time for a live stream for some people. So right before, you know, I went on, I just like kind of set some intentions and I was just like, no, it's the perfect timing. I'm right on time. And then everyone's like, it's 11:11 or 1:11. So that's pretty awesome. So, okay, cool. Yay. We did it. Oh, okay. Killa Pop Tart says, I figured it out. If you're opening the notifications, then you get more. If you ignore it, you don't get them. Oh, interesting. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense as to why, like, you know, when you look on your phone, if you pull your phone, the menu down, and you'll have like those, like, I don't know. Don't judge me. I have an Android. I'm a proud Android owner. Okay. I also have an iPad, so I'm like I'm not one of those people that's going to judge you on your phone, but apparently they're out there. Anyways, I just wanted to say that before I said that I do have an Android, but I'm a proud Android user. And when you pull down your notifications and there's just like all those videos like that, you know, I'll have my own there sometimes. And then usually it's like Ralph Smart, and then sometimes it'll be something I haven't. I'm like, where did that come from? But I guess if you're opening vids, this is real high quality manifestation content we're talking about right now. So anywho's, how you doing, everybody? Let's leave some sort of, what are we celebrating? What is our manifestations? What are we doing that's good? Let's talk. Let's start out on a positive note. Please enter into your chat any of your manifestation successes or anything small or big Air quotes definitely intended, because we're just pretending they're small and big, because they're neither. They're energy. And energy is constant. Okay. So there's right there why labeling your manifestations big and small is detrimental, because it's not big and small. It's energy, and energy is constant. So why would you call it anything but that? And constant, available, abundant, never ending, never ceasing. Ooh, Anon. Okay. Sorry, my vision. I'm 2020 vision. Ananya says I manifested $2,000 just by saying I wish I had $2,000, and then said I'm thankful for $2,000. Love it. Successfully manifested my selfish roommate moving out. Awesome. Hell yeah. Job offer. Hell yes. That's amazing. Abby, there's nothing to hate about that. Jesus got it. Yeah, Android. Yeah, I'm down. It's okay. It's okay to have an Android. I honestly like them better. Using an iPhone gives me anxiety, because it's like the lack of buttons. I don't know. I don't like, even just using my iPad. I'm like, I get all frustrated from it, because I'm just like, I don't know how to fucking use this thing. There's only one button. And I don't know how to access stuff. I don't know how to turn my brightness on. I don't know how to do all those things. I mean, I'm so good at using all fucking electronics. It doesn't matter what they are. I'm a fucking electronics master. Okay. Isna, I got a refund for something I was told I couldn't return. That's free money. That's abundance right there. Amber landed a job. My SP secretly shows me his love. He outwardly shows you their love too. Nunu says, my mom made my fave rice a day after I thought about it, how she should make it more often, and I was shook. Yes. I love it when it's food related. I love food. Brooke says, I manifested my SP. We're in a happy, loving relationship. I'm so happy. Mocha Java Latte says, SP is coming through with major birds before land after I did the sexy affirmations. Yes. Been doing my self-concept work every night. Proud of you. You are having movement. Keep going no matter what appears to come through, okay? You have to stick to it. You have to stick to it. When it feels like you want to give up, you have to stick to it, okay? I'm looking in the camera because I'm looking in your eyes. You know who you are. All right, Daniel. Wait, we're not yet to questions quite yet. We're talking positive. We're talking celebrations. Nayla, congrats. Isabella got some money. Oh, Amy, we love this. Okay. Amy says, manifest a specific person 3 days after doing your workshop. Been together for months and so happy. Couldn't have done it without finding you. Oh, I'm so excited for you. If you would want to share a testimonial, we would love it. If you are interested, hello at Roxy Talks. You could send it. And if it's okay to put it on my website, please let us know. And if you have a picture to share, that'd be great. If you feel comfortable, we're always looking for testimonials to, so that we can just, it's about sharing the love and the success with each other. Like, part of it is, I try to make you, like what we're doing right now. We try to not make you, but get you in the habit of celebrating your wins and sharing them, and at least speaking them and acknowledging them, so that it's we're conditioning ourselves to be like, oh yeah, I did that. Because not only does that increase your confidence in your manifestation, it also, that's manifesting too. So you take another ride on the right pony, basically. So congrats, Amy. And if you're interested, if you would like to send us a testimonial, that would be amazing. And actually, let me screenshot this because, okay. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to do I want to get the little nugget of little thing right here, little nugget of text real fast. Okay. Okay. Hannah, I'm recovering from myself. Oh my gosh, Hannah, yes. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was you, right? Because we talked about your surgery 2 weeks ago, and it came up on my, just happened. Sometimes, when a YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch that. Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube. When a video will end, sometimes it'll bring up something from my channel. And so it just, a random Mindset Monday popped up from 2 weeks ago. And I'm pretty sure you were talking about manifesting your surgery, and it was like the day I found it was like the 17th, right? It was the day you were doing your surgery. Is that you? Because somebody had surgery on the 17th, and I wanted to say congratulations, and I hope it's you, unless we have another person that manifested their surgery too. But either way, congrats and happy you're healing. I talk so at the right pace. You guys want to hear something funny? Never mind. It's not that funny. All right. I talk at the right pace all the time. Let's just say that. I talk at a perfect speed. Okay. Next Lifetime says, I'm helping run an arts festival at school, and we're getting a bunch of cool artists, and everyone is loving the acts I'm recruiting. Yay. How exciting. Neve. Oh, yes. Manifested my dream part-time job. Started work last Saturday. That's awesome. Kimber says, I just manifested the rain to stop so I can go to the pool, and it worked. The sun's out. Yes. Love it. Kate says, I changed the date on a lab exam I had on Monday because I was not ready for it. That's amazing. Sometimes, okay. I think it was Abby had a story like this too, where I think last week, didn't you say, Abby, that you were like, I was manifesting like having good grades, but I didn't study, and then the test ended up getting canceled or something like that. So you never know how it's going to come about. And like same thing with, I think I talked about this last week. Or was this on a session? It all runs together. Somebody was talking about getting want to manifest a nose job, and I said, if you want to manifest a nose job, then I love my nose. I have the perfect nose. I love my nose. Whatever. I have the most perfect nose. Whatever. Like that kind of stuff, because either two things are going to happen. You're going to fall in love with the nose you have, or you're going to get your surgery. Cool. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Best case scenario. And so same thing with these labs or these tests or these things that you have to do. If you just like, whether you manifest passing it, or you manifest it being moved, who cares, right? Best case scenario either way. So I like that we're celebrating these things because they're important. Oh yeah. Let me do this. Oh no, I gotta set it first. Let me do it. Oh yeah, this. God, fucking. It's been a while. Okay. That is called 2 o'clock there, and then we're gonna put it at 2. Yeah. What else? I'm gonna set it. And we always love when this comes through. We always anticipate it. It feels good. It's soothing, and it comes right at the right time, and we always know it's about to happen, and we like it. We welcome it. It feels good. Okay. Paulina says, yes, exactly. You never know how it'll turn out. I completely failed at a test, and my teacher ended up giving me the same grade as I got on my previous exam. So I got an A. That's amazing. And that's what we're talking about. Like we just have to say what we want no matter what's happening. Like there has to be a point when you realize like it doesn't matter what's going on because you're still creating when you react. Like you got to get it under control. Daisha, congrats, says I've been manifesting my SP for a year or so, and his behavior has changed so much. That's awesome. I don't have a... What? Oh, I saw some... What? Where's Malachi? Oh, yay! I just saw someone say hi, Malachi. Hi, Mally. Me and Mally have... I know, we say this every time. We have some really cool stuff in the works. Bree, I'm not going to read your question because I'm not going to affirm that stuff for you. Like I literally just said, it doesn't matter what your 3D says. And you don't need a loan to go to school. You're putting conditions on going to school and you're putting conditions on money. Neither one need a condition set upon it. The world is infinite. You are going to school. You're going to your favorite chosen school and it's taken care of, period. Don't utter this stuff. Don't come in here and I mean this with love. Don't come in here or go anywhere and affirm that things aren't going well for you and the world is against you and that, because that's exactly what you're going to see. So change that shit around and then do your damnedest to not say these kind of sentences anymore about anything, but especially not about things that you actually care about. Cruise Trip says, I manifested changing my face shape without any surgery. That's awesome. Yeah. And, you know, honestly, like, I'm going to avoid anybody that's coming in here to, like, affirm how shitty their circumstances are. I'm not reading them. You know, like it's just it not because I don't care, not that I don't want to help you, but like I can't, I'm not gonna add to like that. Like you gotta like don't, this isn't the place to come and like complain about the way things are and like, oh well I did this and they said that. Like if we're talking about how the manifestations are unfolding and then we're saying, okay, so this is, so because this happened, now I'm gonna approach it from this way, then put some circumstances in here if you're going to tell me how you're changing it, but don't just come in here and tell me your circumstances and like, woe is me, because I love you. So I'm not going to indulge it. You know what I mean? Okay. Shayla says, so I'm affirming with authority and how I naturally speak, but still feel, let me put this up because I think that people could probably relate to this. Where's Shayla? Okay. Shayla says, I'm affirming with authority and how I naturally speak, but I still feel like I'm doing it wrong. Any tips? Should I keep going? Okay, so yes, you should keep going. Can you do it wrong? I don't think that's possible because it's like all your thoughts are affirmations. So every thought is an affirmation. So if you're thinking something, like, can you think wrong? Like, I mean, you can think thoughts that you don't want to think, but can the functionality of it be wrong? No, because it's like, it's a natural process that it's part of the programming that human beings have. So like, you can't affirm wrong. You're not doing it wrong, but like, I think you need, I don't know if you're new, if you're new to affirming, what you need to do is just keep. And there needs to be repetition with it. Like what I have found recently is like, I'm going to the next level with my own personal stuff. So like, I'm just going in, what I have decided is to take on kind of like one goal right now, one affirmation, one main affirmation. And I'm just looping it whenever I notice, whenever I notice, you know, if I'm just like, when you do those mundane things, like fill in your coffee, things like that, where like your mind could be anywhere, loop. When you start to spiral or you start to think negative thoughts or you think anti-thoughts, you know, thoughts that are like the antithesis of this thing that we're talking about, loop, over and over and over. And the repetition of it is just like, it, like we want to saturate ourselves with this concept, whatever we're talking about. And like, you know, I did want to talk about like when we're flipping thoughts, make sure that you're like I feel like sometimes it's not enough just to flip a thought. Like you got to just like flip the whole fucking train and just like keep it going. And that's why I've just been like, I'm just kind of experimenting right now with just having one affirmation. And obviously, you know me, I 360 all the time. So I'm always on top of like what I'm saying and choosing my words wisely, like trying to always paying attention, always being on top of it. See right there. And so that doesn't stop. And obviously any topic that comes up on my mind, I'm shaping the way I think about it. Like I'm like, I just saw like a factory worker, like, and then send it on its way. Like, here comes these thoughts. And I'm like, and then send it on like an assembly line. And I'm the person that does the blah, 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 that changes the thought from this automatic thing that just comes out of the conveyor belt to the thing that might get brought out to as the product to like the consumer. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm adjusting it to make it work for the outside world. So that process never stops. I'm always controlling like what thoughts I'm allowing and how I'm talking about things and knowing overall like what my story is that I'm working towards, like my GPS location or sat nav. I've been watching like a lot of British thing and they're always like sat nav, my sat nav. My sat nav or my GPS is set I know where I'm going, right? So I work on not losing sight of the story that I'm supposed to be telling with my thinking and like not affirming my 3D reality. But aside from those moments, because that's never ending, that's what I do all day, every day. Aside from those moments, now I'm working on just working on one affirmation and just like scripting about it at night, working on it during the day. And it's been going good. So my point in all that is that, yes, keep going. Repetition, and you know, like you're trying to make a habit of something. Anything you try to make a habit of is going to feel awkward in the beginning, but like humans adapt very easily and it doesn't take very long. So just keep at it. Okay, IDK. Phoenix, nice. Okay, I just saw your not little, but your message above this one that I just clicked. Congrats to you. IDK says, do you have any advice to change my mindset? So it's kind of like what I was just talking, like what you, like, here's my, like the simplest way to break it down is to say like, okay, so you got a mindset right now that you don't like, right? Because, or it's just not enough. It's not good enough. Whatever your mindset is, whatever your thoughts just naturally go towards, that's your 3D reality. Your 3D reality is a physical rendering of the thoughts that go through your mind. So, and like the things that you believe and the way you react and the way you approach the world and how you expect things to come to you and how you expect to be treated. So if you want to change your mindset, then you need to be aware of what mindset you're operating with and then pick a different one and then like make yourself do it. You need to actively choose thoughts that okay, if you're I don't know why, it's like I've seen like those big, you know, those big buckets of like those cheese balls you can get like at Costco, like those big ass tubs of like cheese balls. I don't know why, that's just what I saw with like different labels on them, like different flavors, right? So like you have your current reality flavor and you're just like digging in and eating from that bowl. You know what I'm saying? So like any ball or cheese ball that you, or whatever they're flavored, like that you would pull out of like that bin. Why am I thinking about British people so much? I'm like, British people call trash, like a bin, the trash. So I don't want them thinking we're eating out of the trash. So, you know, like a bucket or whatever. The Circle started up again. Does anyone else watch The Circle? I'm so good at staying focused. So anyways, your current mindset is like the flavor you're picking from and you're just like eating out of it, even though you're not really a fan of it. And you're like licking the dust off your fingers. Like I just have like this movie playing in my head. And really what we need to do is just like figure out what flavor you actually do want. Pick a mindset that you actually do want to have. Like, this is how I think about myself in the world. Write it out, write a story, whatever you got to do. And then only eat the balls from that bucket. You know what I mean? You got to only eat the cheese balls from the flavor you want. You get what I'm saying? So like, if you find yourself back in the old bucket, drop the fucking thing. Drop it, put it back in there, and pick up one out of the bucket you want to eat out of every single solitary time. That's the goal, in my opinion. That's what 360 is all about in my personal, like my practice, my 360 approach is all about. It's all thoughts, no thoughts off, no days off, all thoughts, all angles, top to bottom, inside and out. We're always shaping our language the way we want it to go because the language shapes the world. So I don't need to worry about doing anything in the 3D world as long as I'm shaping my language. Next slide does stop licking your fingers. Oh god. Dina said cheese ball analogy on point. I don't know where that came from. That's for somebody. I don't really eat those things. So have you guys, oh my god, but have you seen the video of the baby I don't know if he's a baby raccoon, but he's a raccoon. And everybody right now, after this, please YouTube, just do like raccoon eats Cheetos. Yeah. Cheeto taste test raccoon. Beautiful video. Watch it till the end. The end is the best. So worth it. Best video of all time. Best video on YouTube. Okay. So we have a super chat. Thank you so much. Says, what can I affirm to clear my belief that loyalty won't last forever and that marriage will last? Okay. So if you want to clear a specific belief, I suggest doing a left hand, right hand column exercise. It's something I talk about a lot in my practice. It came from a video of mine of a concept, and then a client who's actually, she's one of your moderators. She did it. She like did a 2-column thing with it and was like, okay, I had to map out all my this so I could get this out. And I was like, I'm going to use that. So thanks, Caitlin. I don't want to give you credit. I've given her credit before, but yeah. So, but I do use it in my practice like all the time now. So left hand, right hand column exercise. I should give it a better name, but that's what we call it. What can I affirm to clear my belief that only, okay. So what I want you to do is get a piece of paper, right? Draw a line down the middle and at the top, write loyalty. On the left-hand side of your page, loyalty and longevity and like dedication, things like that, right? Just write loyalty. It doesn't fucking matter. You will get there. Left-hand side, I want you to do a brain dump out all of the thoughts, all of the fears, everything that sounds like, start with loyalty won't last forever. That's the first one because we know that one's right there. And we also know marriage won't last. We'll write that one too, all on the left-hand side of your page. And I want you to just get them out one after another, until you feel like you've emptied out your bucket of beliefs. We just want to see what you think about loyalty so that we know exactly what you're thinking. We know the exact ingredients that are going into your cheese balls, right? Like we know exactly what flavor they are. This is how we find out what flavor you are eating right now. So dump out all the current limiting beliefs, fears, worries, doubts, insecurities about whatever topic we're talking about. On the left-hand side for you, we're talking loyalty right now, okay? Then on the right hand, once you've done that, fill that hole out. On the right-hand side, we're going to go back to the top and you're going to start with the first one. The first one is loyalty won't last forever. So my advice is to flip each one of these or rephrase them into their best case scenario or their opposite, right? So this is how we're going to rewrite them. This whole idea about loyalty. You're going to take, what was it? Loyalty won't last forever. And obviously the opposite of that is loyalty lasts forever. That's an easy one. But I call it billowing. I like to build out. Loyalty lasts forever. The people in my life are here for the long haul. I have longevity in my life. I feel trusting and safe with the people in my world. I know they're not going anywhere. And then we'll go to the next one, marriage. We know what the left-hand side said, marriage won't last. Okay, so obviously the opposite side of that, you already put it here, marriage will last. Marriage does last. Marriage lasts a lifetime. Marriage is a lifetime commitment, and I am ready to make that with the people in my life that are ready to make it to me. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're taking each one of these individual things and you're flipping them around and you're writing something new. You're quite literally rewriting your beliefs. And then once you have your whole paper filled out, you install them. Just like I was talking about earlier, like you need to catch yourself every time, every single solitary time from now for the rest of your life. Every time you want to say, think, believe, act upon the notion that loyalty doesn't last forever, you're going to stop yourself mid-sentence and you're going to say, loyalty lasts a lifetime. Everybody in my life is so fucking loyal. I trust them all. Right? Because we have to say it. We have to say the better thing because the concepts, the words in our minds, the ideas, the language, the way we describe is manifesting. And I know people that say like it's the feelings or the pictures in your mind, like your mind doesn't understand language, but I don't know. I beg to differ. I beg to differ sometimes. So no, all the time. What am I saying? Sometimes I believe 100% that it is your language, period. The feelings inform the language. The images give life to the words. But the fucking language, I'm telling you guys, that's providing this constant transcription. I've talked about it before. That's creating a 3D rendering, just constantly spitting out your 3D like on a conveyor belt, like we were talking about. So you've got to get a hold of that part. You don't need to be the conveyor belt and worry about what's on it. You need to be what's pumping onto the conveyor belt, right? Like what is the product we're selling? What flavor are we dusting these balls with? Whose analogy is who brought cheese balls to the game? Who brought the cheese balls to the story? Because I don't know where that one's coming from. Hi, Sarah. Earth to Sammy said dusty ball. Yeah, what flavor are we? Naila said, what flavor are we dusting these balls with? Yep, exactly. Ooh, thanks, Becca. Yeah, let me just take this moment to remind you that if you're interested in the mental diet workshop, it is available just till the end of the month. So that's not too much longer. I need a charger. It's right here. Okay. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. Oh, yeah. Also, if you're in any of my courses, we are switching over to a new system. So we're switching over to a new system. All the courses, all the classes, the SP workshop, the 30 days of alignment, the mental diet, the scripting bundle, confidence course, everything's moving to a new system. You should have already gotten an email with your new login information. So check for anything from me from Roxy Talks. If you haven't or you're having trouble logging in, you can email us at hello@roxytalks.com. And also we are switching to a new system. So if you've gotten any funky emails from me, I apologize. We're just working out the bugs. And sometimes we get a little buggy and we're working on it and we love you and appreciate you. But, just bear with us as we make this shift. It's going to be better overall, but it's always a little, actually, no, this transition is so smooth. It's been such a smooth transition. And I want to thank each and every one of you for making it so smooth and being so supportive and caring and kind through this transition. Roxy, did I do something new with my hair? No, actually I haven't. The opposite. I haven't done anything with my hair, except I'm just like learning how to air dry it. Well, I've learned, no, I take that back. I'm air drying it in a way that like brings my curls out. And so like, that's really all I've done, is that I'm like I've kind of like learned how to like get my hair naturally the way I want it to look with air drying. So that's what's going on. So it's always different because it is just, you know, natural, and I'm not bleaching anymore. So my roots are growing. That's about it. Dina says, I got like 10 emails at once, but I love you. I love you, Dina. I'm sorry. We're see how smooth of it's been the smoothest transition, Dina. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate you. Abby says, if you want some curls, I could donate to the poor. Man, I've never really embraced my natural hair in my entire life. So I'm just really, really loving it. And like every day I'm just like, oh, I love my hair. And even when I'm affirming it, most of the time I mean it. Sometimes I'm just affirming it because I have to, but I really am enjoying it. And thank you for the compliments, guys. Virgo child, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Says, hi, Roxy. No questions for me this week. I just wanted to let you know how much of a positive impact your advice has had on in my manifestation journey. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's amazing. Thanks for being here with us and sharing that with your fellow manifestors. Dan Kine, you already have the keys. The keys are already back. You already have them. They never went anywhere. They're already yours. Ren Studio says, how do I manifest a dream career? Well, you know, get clear. Like, what is it that you want? Every time I say that, it makes me laugh because there was one video and the way I said it was like, what is it that you want? And we like, when we were editing it, we rewound it and watched it like over and over a bunch of times. And like when the video went live, it's just like, I don't know. So every time I say, what is it that you want? I just have like it's like one of those little inside jokes to myself. So figure out what exactly it is that you want. And then you start working on, you know, I would say the first step, because it's like, I don't know what we're talking about. So we're talking about manifesting a career. Cool. Well, here's what I want. Great. Doesn't matter what it is. You start opening up your mind to the fact that it's happening and it's possible for you, and start changing the thoughts that you have that say like, I have to create. How do I create? I want to create. I want to do this thing, but I'm not doing this thing. All those. And I've been there. So I know what they sound like. Those ideas that like I knew I would be successful. That wasn't a question, but it was like, how long am I going to keep allowing myself to think these thoughts that keep me in my current reality? That's what was going to keep me away from this right here. So I had to stop thinking the thoughts. Like for me, it was like, I hate my job. I hate, like all my time is being wasted away. Like I need to be doing my thing. I'm not doing it. I hate this. Like how long am I have to do? Like I can't wait this long. It's like it's slipping by. I need to be like, that's the kind of stuff I was thinking. So those, Gina, I just saw you. Yes, please. Yes. Gina is asking if she can suggest a podcast episode. Please do. If I don't catch it, someone throw it at me after I get through this next round of super chats. We have like 3 or 4 on deck. So I'm so focused. And oh yeah, dream career. We're still talking about that. So I had to, you know, really change the thoughts that were keeping me away from my dream career. It wasn't necessarily that I had to like do anything specifically at the, like to manifest the career itself. Like obviously you have to do the work. If you're gonna you know, create a business, like you have to provide the service, you have to build the business, you have to do the back end, you have to do your systems. And sometimes people get 10 emails at once and you just have to smile and be like, yes, it's working, because we're just doing it all for the first time, you know? So like, you just got to get in there and change the way you're thinking about it. Like, I am doing this. I am a blank. I am, you know, let's say if it's not, I want to be an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. I have amazing ideas. My ideas bring me so much money. I have all these revenue streams, like yada, yada, yada. I'm talking so fast today. Yada, yada, yada. You just kind of want to, I'm talking so at the right, perfect speed today. It's amazing. You really just want to get in there, Figure out what it is that you want to be thinking, and then make yourself think it. Catch yourself in the act of thinking other things. It's the same for anything. Like, it's literally, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. It's always the same answer, right? Okay. Mocha Java Latte, thank you so much for the super chat, says, lots of movement after a tower moment when I found out about third party. He has shown me she's irrelevant, but when he does leave third party, do I need confirmation? I don't know. That's a you question. Do you? You don't need shit. You don't need, I was going to say you don't need shit to get your manifestation, but I mean, you don't need shit, period. You have your manifestation. You already have it. So quit denying it. Oh, here's something. Okay. This came to in a meditation recently, and I wanted to tell you guys, this is for everybody, including Mocha, but it's all of you. But here's the deal. We know that life is abundant, right? We know that energy is constant. It's already been created. It can't be created or destroyed. Everything that ever was or ever will be is already here now. Every reality and choice and version of you that you could ever want to be is already here now. It's not anywhere else. It's here right now. Okay. And you as a soul or a being came to Earth with a mission, essentially, right? Like we know who our family is going to be. We know what kind of body we're going to be born into, what kind of situations or circumstances that we're being born into. And it's then our jobs, in my personal opinion, to build upon what you start with to achieve the goal that your soul came here to get, whatever enlightenment or growth that your soul wanted to get out of this version of life. You will be naturally gravitating towards that anyways, because that's your soul's journey. It's going to be the things that you're passionate about, the things that you like to do, the things you're drawn to, the things that nag at you, the things that you yearn about. So your soul's already doing the journey, right? It's already part of the deal. So you don't have to do anything except follow that voice inside, that intuition, and find peace within yourself so that you can hear it. Now, the thing about coming to Earth, when we're born, we get the veil, right? The veil comes over, we forget everything. Or I think I've said before, the veil comes off and you forget everything. It doesn't really matter how it works. I don't really know for sure. You come to Earth, you come and you know what you're doing here. You choose it. But as soon as you're born, you forget everything. And then again, it's that life mission to figure it out, in my opinion. However, this is one thing. This is the thing that I learned in a meditation that I want to share with you that I don't think everybody realizes. Not only did you come to Earth with a mission and knowledge of your mission and a plan to carry out, you came with your luggage. You came with your bags. You came with the bags and everything that you needed for your trip on Earth. You packed so well. You thought of everything. You have everything in your bags that you have ever wanted, but they're still at customs because nobody told us as a baby, nobody grabbed us out of our womb and was like, hey, let's go back to the airport and pick up your fucking luggage because you left it there. Your luggage that you brought is still at customs and you can have it at any time. And you need to realize that you're not separate from the thing that you want. It's actually already here and it's waiting for you to realize, oh shit, that's my bag. Yes, we can go swimming now because I got my bathing suit. My bathing suit was in this bag. I got the other bags. I got all the stuff, the boring stuff. I got the work stuff, or I got the, whatever bags that maybe you have picked up. You didn't realize you had this whole arsenal. Maybe you had some other matching things you didn't realize. It doesn't matter. You got bags at custom full of the shit that you need. Customs is internal as well. So that's cool. Your bags, they have your name on them. They have your tag, like your little tag is on them and nobody can claim them for you because your name's on them. So understand that you are not separate from the things that you want. You don't need confirmation. Your person, it doesn't matter if you think there's a third party. You're just living out a story and a scenario in your head. Okay. And it's making its way into your 3D world because that's how it works. But if you go to customs internally and pick up those fucking bags and understand like, oh, I actually do have everything I need. I have it right here. I didn't come unprepared. I wouldn't do that to myself. I didn't come unprepared. I have everything. I just need to realize that I have it, realize my name's already on this fucking tag and I don't need to do anything to get it except go acknowledge that it's mine and be like, oh yeah, that's my bag. Claim it. Literally claim it. Get your bag from baggage claim. Claim your shit. It's already yours. Nobody else can take it. Just like I can't go to baggage claim and grab someone else, in theory, right? Grab someone else's bag because my name's not on it. Security's going to be on my ass. Same thing with this. They can't grab it if their name's not on it. So don't worry about anyone taking it. It could be there for your entire life and it might pass you by and you never go pick it up. But that would suck. That would suck because it's just waiting there for you. All your shit's waiting. It can't do anything. It's still in a suitcase, just packed up, waiting for you to claim it. Grab it. So do you need confirmation about your the who, the what? I don't even know what we're talking about. Why are we even giving it life? Why are we giving it? Why are you opening up your third party suitcase? Rummaging around through that, you're opening up your third party suitcase looking for love. It's not in that fucking bag. It's in the bag that you left at customs that you think that you need confirmation for. No, just go get it up here. Like your person's already yours. Stop pushing them away with your worries and doubts and fears, because that's what it is. I hope that analogy made sense. It definitely made sense when I was meditating. Sometimes translating it, I'm so good at translating any message I get. Okay. Emma, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I manifested new love recently and I'm so excited. Yay, proud of you. I realized this morning that I have a fear I'm going to ruin it. I changed to self-concept affirmations. Any advice? You're amazing. Oh, very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, a fear that I'm going to ruin it. So I would do, like I said earlier, left hand, right hand column of, fears of loss or sabotage or ruining things, like whatever that sounds like to you. And left hand column, just dump them out. Dump. Let all that stuff out, all those thoughts, all those affirmations, like just start with, I am afraid I'm going to ruin things, or like I always ruin stuff, whatever it sounds like, whatever you actually say in your head, like the things that go through your head, write them down and then flip them into the positive or the best case scenario. And then now you have to install the thought that me ruin, honey. Oh, no. Honey, I make it better. Okay. So I'm only, everything I touch turns to gold. So if you don't want the fucking finest quality, then I won't touch your shit. Go over here and have your tin and I don't fucking know. I'm making shit up. But you know what I'm saying? Like if everything I touch turns to gold, then I couldn't possibly ruin anything that I touch. So that fear doesn't work in my ideal reality. So every time we have something that sounds like I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it, like, you mean make it better? Nice try. Because that's what I do every time. You have to counter it and then go on the journey of how well you are at maintaining things or keeping things going or doing the right thing, saying the right thing, making the right choice. I always know what to do, like stuff like that. Like change the story and then make yourself think it. Instead of, this is for everybody and you too, everybody, make yourself think the affirmation that you want. Make yourself think the thought that you want. Make yourself think the manifestation that you want. Make yourself think the reality that you want instead of, here it is, instead of allowing yourself to think the automatic 3D thought. Instead of allowing yourself to think the automatic negative thought. Instead of allowing yourself to think the automatic victimization thought. Instead of allowing yourself to automatically react and decide that that's your story and then go down the road of that, okay? Make yourself think the thought that you want instead of allowing yourself to think the automatic thought that you're used to that keeps you in your 3D world. So keep up with your self-concept affirmations forever. Like when people say things like, okay, so I'm doing self-concept affirmations, I'm like, I'm doing self-concept affirmations now. I'm like, okay, great. Now I hope you know now means for the rest of your life, because every time you think about yourself, you're doing a self-concept affirmation. So if you're not choosing or you haven't rewritten the program yet to where the self-concept affirmation is, yeah, I'm fucking great no matter what we're talking about, then you're doing a self-concept affirmation whether you think it or not. So it never ends. This is forever in a good way. So you couldn't ruin it if you tried, because you always make things better, period. Tiffany, thank you so much for your super chat. Says, I know the process and know that it's all an illusion, but I have started being triggered by society issues. And I used to be so much better at deflecting that energy. But some days it's like, damn it, what the hell? I feel you, right? Like it, okay. It's, I don't know how, I don't want to affirm what I'm going to these are difficult things to talk about when we're in the manifestation community, right? Like we know 444. Oh God, Tiffany, you don't even know about 444. Like what that has happened, what that has been in my life lately. Or maybe I mentioned it before. Yeah. Since my friend Troy died. And yesterday my highest video hit it was like 444K and I took a picture of it. And then somebody commented later, it was like 444. And I was like, oh shit. Anyways, so Tiff, thank you. So the society things, listen, all I can say, and this is not to be callous, this is just like I have to just say this, like, you know, attention, what is it? Energy goes where energy flows where attention goes, right? So I'm not saying don't be aware. I'm not saying obviously don't be compassionate or anything like that. Of course. But you have to you got to make the call about like how much is enough for you to allow of that into your psyche, by what you choose to look at. You get what I'm saying? And then rewriting that story, because it's like a two-part issue. And I'm not saying you're actively going out and seeking this information, but I know it's all over the place. It's inescapable right now. But when you're looking at it and reacting to it and being triggered by it, you're affirming it and you're agreeing that it's a problem. It's not only that, but also identifying yourself as part of the player, you know, like the pieces of the game, right? Which I understand. I'm loving here for you. But when you know, seeing yourself in that and internalizing it, this is like, you know, it's such a touchy subject when it comes to stuff like this, when we're speaking about this manifesting stuff, because it's not that I want to ignore what's going on, but we need to see the change, not see the problem, right? Like if this is triggering you, then one, you're not handling your triggers the way we need to. And I'm just saying, just flat out, right? We know that we're being triggered and we're not handling it. So that's something that needs to be addressed, right? Two, not only are we being triggered by these things, but if you're allowing yourself to go down the road, which I understand and I get, when you do that though, you create more. And I'm not saying you're creating it, but it's just going to be more, you're going to be more aware of it. And it's not manifesting a solution in that instance, is what I'm trying to say, right? It's not on your shoulders. It's not your job. But if we know this, if you affirm your current 3D, you get more of it. So when it comes to these social issues, racism, hunger, all the fucking shitty society things, like all the stuff that we're going through, the more we fucking with it, that's power. We're giving power to it. So we have to see it and love it, give it love, see, like heal the wound instead of like, a wound. You know what I mean? Like if you had a wound and you went to the went to the doctor and all they kept doing was like, oh my God, you have a wound. Holy shit, you're bleeding. Oh my God, you're bleeding. Holy shit, there's a lot. You come look at this blood. Oh my God, there's so much blood. Does everyone come look at this fucking blood? And you're like, yeah, can anyone like sew this fucking shit up? Like, okay, I know it's a lot of blood, but like, let's sew this up. So anyways, that's just kind of what I saw in my head is like, we need to start sewing this wound instead of like, giving it attention. And I don't mean to be callous. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, like, it's my job to, I guess, to talk about how to mental our way through it. I don't know. I hope that helps. It's just, yeah. Meh. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm here for you. Okay. Benevolence. Thank you for the super chat. Do girls want good guys or bad guys? That's neither here nor there. It's more so like, let me ask you this question, because this kind of question, when I see something like this tells me, and I'm making an assumption, but what this tells me is that you may have experienced this story of, you know, I'm a good guy, but all the girls want bad guys. Like, what's up with this shit? And the problem is not that good girls want blah, 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 blah. It has nothing to do with that. Or girls want X, Y, and Z. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you believe and worry and cycle through and think about these things and wonder if that's true and adhere to this reality and react to it when people improve your manifestation, because thinking that girls only want bad guys is manifestation. You're choosing that reality to exist within. So you have to tell yourself that it doesn't matter who wants what. The people I come in contact with are perfect for me. And I don't give a fuck what anybody else, who fucking cares what anybody else outside of you does, wants, acts like, does with their body. Who fucking cares? It's none of your business. What is your business is keeping this thing aligned and in tune with the reality you want to be in. And if you don't want to be in a reality where you think girls only want bad guys, then you need to get that kind of shit out of your mind and stop telling yourself that. You've brainwashed yourself, or not even you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying you've been brainwashed, or you are now experiencing the effects of being brainwashed to think that blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to say it anymore because it's irrelevant. It's not true. So it's just a version of the infinite versions of reality that you are allowing to be reflected back to you because it's taking up space in here. So what needs to happen naturally is that people love you for you. You have an amazing personality that connects exactly with the type of person that you want to be with. Who gives a fuck about anybody else you don't want to be with? Why? That doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with you. When you think about yourself connecting with another human being that you want to connect with, just gel, baby. It's all good. It's all smooth sailing. Everything always works out because you naturally are gravitating towards and have the people gravitating towards you that are a perfect fit for your life. And that's the only story that needs to exist in your mind. Otherwise, you're going to keep ending up with these kind of questions cycling in your mind, or worse. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. KG says, how does social media stalking affect manifesting a P? Manifesting an SP. Here's the deal. In my opinion, social media is extremely triggering. I think that, I think pretty much the only safe social media I tell people is like Pinterest. I don't know. I think it's like the only safe one, to be real honest with you. I think that no matter what you're looking at on social media, it's going to trigger you to do something, even if that something is just be distracted for a half an hour and not get things done in your life that you need to get done. And that's like best case scenario, and I don't know. I think that if you can go to your social media, check the things that you need to check and then get out of there, cool. But if not, if you're going on stalking somebody, let me back up. So that's one thing. I just want to say, I think social media can be triggering. So you need to be going in there with the right mind frame. If you're going to go into social media and look at someone's page, they only have eyes for you. You have such a great bond. You love it. Like, it doesn't matter what you actually see, because if you allow what you're, stalking eyeballs see, to tell you where you go next, then why even bother manifesting? I don't see the point in doing the manifestational work if you're not just going to completely dedicate yourself to it, because it seems like half-assing it would be more frustrating. Like, not seeing results seems like I see more people super frustrated about not seeing results through manifesting than regular people being that frustrated about their life, thinking that things just go the way they go. Of course there are times when it pushes us to seek out information on changing it, but it's if you're not going to do the work, why even bother? I don't know. That's is that a limiting belief? I don't care. I think that no, it takes dedication and focus. You got to at least create the habit. So creating good habits, if you're going to go and look at someone's social media account, you better have a really good story in your mind of what you're looking at before you go in there, because it could be very triggering. And yes, these are all of my own limiting beliefs as I'm saying them out loud. So just choose your own belief. But that's what my point is. Choose your belief before you fucking stalk, because you'll be liable to be hit with your own natural, habitual, automatic reactions. And those only keep you in the reality that you're used to. Okay. So Juan, just booked a session with me and didn't get any details about it. Okay. You have to make sure that you click there's 2 calendar links that you have to confirm through. But just go ahead and email hello@roxytalks.com and they will get you all set up. And I'm excited to talk to you. Okay. Zero Nirvana, hello, and thank you so much for the super chat. Says, is it possible to change a grade after you've seen it? How do you do it? Okay, so I have a video on past revision. Look at that also out after we're done here, just so you know, I like go like deeper into detail with it. But basically, like, you're taking like, I just like a grade. Let's say it's a grade. I don't even know because it's probably on computers now. I'm 37, guys. Okay, so your grades are probably on a computer, right? So literally, like, computer, it's just pixels on a screen. It's really not even real. So you need to decide what grade you want, and you just have that grade now. Visualize seeing it change, them erasing it and writing the new grade in there. Or, yeah, it's not on hand. Them deleting it and entering a new grade. Whatever it is, but like I call it throwing the book at it. I would just visualize myself having, maybe, definitely changing your grade, seeing them change it, getting an email or notification saying your grade's gone up or something like that, or you're passing or whatever. I would just I would visualize every angle that I could think about, like talking to your professor and them telling you you're passing, telling your friend that you're passing, getting confirmation that you're passing, like whatever it is. I would just do as many of those things as I could, and then decide I have this grade. I wouldn't even, I'd be like, oh, I already passed that. I think that's what I would do personally. Or say you have the grade that you want. Just avoid worrying about the outcome that you saw, because that's just it's just the outcome in the current reality you're in. So if you move yourself to a different reality, then different outcomes are possible. Okay, R1 SMV. R1 SMV. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, manifested my SP back and I reacted to old behavior. Now he just wants to be friends with me. Do I start no contact until I've rewritten his behavior in the 3D? Here's the deal. There are no steadfast rules. It's just like, can you deal with contacting them without being tricked? Like, okay, actually, I'm going to say this right now. Looking at what you just said, I don't think that you are ready to be in contact with them and manifest, because you just said you're not. You literally already answered your own question. So manifested back and reacted to old behavior. Okay, so you got some work to do. So should you be getting yourself back in the ring with the thing that triggers you right away? Probably not. Not if you want to have some success here. I would say work on your shit first. Work on this thing, rewrite whatever I reacted. Now he just wants to be friends. Excuse me? What are you talking? Like, I can't even hear that. I don't even hear that story. So like, you got to rewrite that shit and like do I start no contact until I've rewritten his behavior? Why have we not rewritten it the instant it happened? How is it now that I don't even know how many days, and this is said with love, how many days it's been since this happened, and you're asking me now if you should wait to rewrite? It's not rewritten. It's not rewritten, right? Like, it needs to be rewritten now. So should I start no contact until I've rewritten his behavior? Rewriting, instantly. Can't get enough of me. Obsessed. Or no, don't use that word. I don't like that word personally. You can if you, I just don't think it's safe. It's too much. Sorry, excuse me. Person is totally thinking about you constantly, can't stop thinking about you, made the worst decision of their life by saying they want to be friends with you. That decision alone has made them realize that, oh my God, I actually do want to be with this person. So like, done. It's been rewritten. So do you start no contact? I would think of it more like, I need to stay on point with my story while I work through my ability to be triggered and stay on point. That's what matters. It has nothing to do with what they said or what they think. It's, can you continue to move through your 3D reality without reacting to your triggers? That's all that matters. Everything else is irrelevant. It's just filler in space. It doesn't matter. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it matters because we say it matters, but it's because you say it matters that it matters. And when you make it a big deal, it's a big deal. So he's already, there's nothing to rewrite because they already are completely in love with you and can't stop thinking about you. So what do you mean rewrite? What? You know, get what I'm saying? Bring the story up to fucking date, man. It's too far in the past. And said with love. You got this. You can do it. Okay. SAR says, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Roxy. So I'm trying to manifest my SP. I succeeded getting unblocked, got blocked again. I do well ignoring my 3D in my mind. How do I ignore what others say? So you got a little bit of yo-yo. You got a little bit of back and forth. I would imagine this might create like, like hot and cold behavior. It might create like muddy waters and unclear, communication or situations with people. We always anticipate her, don't we? And, or it could just be that like, you're okay. Like there's some sort of some and then none going on with your energy. That's what I'm trying to get across is like, and it could just be, I do well in my own mind. And so I'm okay by myself. Then other people trigger me. So that creates your yo-yo. I know you're not alone in that. Whatever, but you got some sort of yo-yo energy going on within you. And that's why your SP is going back and forth. So doesn't matter what the SP does. It's irrelevant. Who cares? Why are you yo-yoing? Stop yo-yoing. Stay on track and don't react. Don't retract yourself like a yo. Like like a yo-yo is like, yes, no. That person who I always yell at, I love you to death. This one's for you too. Think about a yo-yo. You're sending it out. You're like, yes. Then it hits that point where it's like, I gotta go home, right? I see it a lot. I don't see that. Actually, everybody is really good at just staying focused on track and going forward. So, yeah, I love that for you guys. You're so good at that. So anyways, if you're yo-yoing, stop yo-yoing and just go. Start go-going. If you catch yourself yo-yoing, it's time to start go-going, okay? So how do you ignore what others say? Be on top of it. Be on top of it. Like they're just speaking your insecurities, your worries, your doubts, and your fears. So like if it is spoken to you in the 3D, like, okay, cool. Like that's still in there. Whatever. Was part of my past. It's not my story anymore. You deny it. You deflect away from it. You don't acknowledge. You don't attach it to you. People can say anything. Who cares? What does that have to do with what you're doing up there next? Nothing unless you allow it to. So it takes practice. It takes awareness. I say it every fucking time. Awareness and discipline. It's not a joke. I don't say that for my health. Actually, I do. For your health. I do say it for my health, and I do say it for myself. Actually, it's really good. And I'll just keep saying it because it does work. You must be aware, and you must make yourself say something better. That's it. There's no other option, in my opinion. Okay, Sawan says, thank you for the super chat. How do I communicate with SP while he's not putting in effort but gets mad if I don't reply? Okay, you got to change your story about your SP. Like you got a lot of, you're reacting to your 3D way too much. Like you got a whole bunch of stuff going on with your 3D. Like I feel like there's something like, I'm just like thinking back on like the super chats you've sent, just even that on its own. Like there's like definitely a vibe, and I mean this with love. Like I'm not trying to put you down or anything. Like just to hold up the mirror. Like I'm getting like a vibe of I'm sorry to say this. It's kind of like neediness, kind of like I need you to show, I need my attention. I need you to validate me. I need you to I feel there's a little bit of neediness going on. And again, said with love, I'm just to hold up the mirror. So it has nothing to do with how do you communicate with your SP. It has to do with the fact that you're saying he's not putting any effort and he gets mad if I don't. That's indignation. That's defiance against your chosen reality. You need to pick it. It has nothing to do with them. They're doing what you say. Obviously. How do I communicate with my SP? No. How do I communicate ? I was going to say period, but that's not right. How do I communicate ? It has nothing to do with your SP. It has 100% to do with you. How do I communicate? Because clearly I'm communicating to the universe that he puts in no effort and then also gets mad at me if I do the same. That's not cool. That's the exact opposite of what you want, which is I could put in 0 or 100. Doesn't really fucking matter. This person's eating out of the palm of my hand. That's where your story needs to be. And if it's not there, it's not there, period. There's no other, it's just not there. It's somewhere else. Clearly it's right here and you don't like it. So you need to stop saying that shit. It has nothing to do with their communication. It has to do with how often do you say to yourself and believe and react and act out the idea that he's not putting any effort, but you have to do all the work. And people aren't giving you what you need. And you do this thing over here and it's not coming through. Like, again, not with, just said with love. I just want you to see that's how it's coming out. without like just completely third party. Like I'm separate. I have no like, I can't gauge your emotion off of this, but like that's what the words are telling me. So I know we're talking soon and I'm excited to help you get through it, but I just like for now, before we talk, something is going on with neediness and having to like have something done or maybe validated within you. And I need you to I have everything I need. I don't need anything. Everything's fine in this very moment. You should read The Power of Now. You should grab The Power of Now. Start reading it. If you can start reading it before we talk, that'd be even better. Just because, like, there's something to it. Learning how to quiet the bullshit and just like realize the peace of the present moment. That's where everything really lies. So more of that in your life. And you know, I got you. We'll get you there. But I would suggest in the meantime, get that book. Grab that book. And start reading it and just start meditating. I don't know if you're meditating. I would meditate every day. I think that you need to be, everything's fine. I have everything I need right now. More of that kind of energy. Mango says, hi. Okay. Can you guys hear me if I, well, can you hear me if I talk over them, or is it just so much loud? Abby, can a 14-year-old read The Power of Now? Absolutely. Absolutely. Bespoke invites. Your hair looks really good. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Okay. Okay. All right. We're getting to everybody in the super chats. Just give me a second. I'm working my way through them. Austin, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, do I have to believe about my SP, or with persistence, my thoughts eventually become believable with my SP? Like, does the thought or belief do it? Okay, exactly. Both. Yes. Like, you don't have to believe right away because the thought will be rewritten. But like, as you affirm, you believe more and more. And like, as you get evidence, you believe more and more. And so it's just like, you know, the thought that you don't have your SP is the same exact thing as the thought that you do have your SP. It's just that one of them has gotten way more attention. That's literally it. Like, they're the exact same. There's nothing different. So if you fill every I don't have my blank with a, oh, I've got my blank thought, then you just keep, like, you keep you're eating the balls out of that bucket, or you're putting the tokens into that pony. And like, that's what you're going to get versus the one that you're currently feeding. You got to, you know, feed whatever beast you feed is the one that grows. Whatever plant you water is the one that grows. So like, you know, you don't have to, like, just like think about a seed, like literally a plant. You don't see the plant right away when you first plant it, but you keep watering it every day because or I don't know. I'm really great with plants. Either way, you water it, you keep watering it even when you don't see anything, because you know eventually it's going to sprout and it's going to grow and you're going to tend to it as it grows. But like, there's a period of time where you're just putting water on dirt. And if you stop because the thing has not popped through yet, then it probably won't ever pop through. Or it might, but it might be all like mangled and like, you know, crunchy and not like as open as it could be if you were approaching it with open and not closed off vibes. So do you have to believe in your SP? Not right away necessarily. And you don't have, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Like, I guess at the end of the day, there's the belief of like whether or not you are capable of achieving the things that you want. And that kind of like is part of the deal too. Like, that's going to like trip up your manifestation too. Like, it couldn't even it could be, you know, like not even necessarily about your SP, but just like about your ability to maintain a relationship. Like, if that's funky, then there's a lot that goes into it, but like the belief comes with the rewriting process. I will just say that, like, the more you think that thought, the more you think it, like, it becomes the dominant thought. You start to believe it, you start to see evidence of it, and it's not really a question anymore. Okay. You always anticipate her. Wait, where is she? Oh, she's hiding into that. Okay. She's about to come through. Okay. Theta, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, Roxy. Thank you for your endless, lovely, helpful resources for manifesting. Thank you. I appreciate you. Any tips for helping a stubborn, skeptic husband get into the habit of doing the work? Yeah. You don't ever, again, from this moment forward, call him stubborn or skeptic or imply that he's not wanting to do the work or won't do it, right? Like, he is open. He's ready. He loves the idea. He's seeing the effects of it in his life, and he doesn't want to, he's convinced and fully on board. He drank he's on the sauce. He's drinking the juice. He gets it now. He's fully on board. He's seeing the results of it in his life. It's only improving his quality of life and yours together, and your lives are so much better and getting better every single day. So if you want that from him, you have to do the work. You have to do. It's not about him doing the work right now. It's about you doing the work of not describing him that way anymore. Only describe him as open, ready, and willing to do the work and doing the work. If you see him not doing the work, that's your cue to be like, wow, he really does the work. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the story going no matter what the 3D tells you. Period, period, period. Okay. Adaptable. Thank you so much for the super chat. Try to speak in your native tongue. Okay. Says, hey, Roxy, my next door neighbor has constant loud parties. I've been visualizing a calm and silent home environment. I've tried talking to him about it. What do you suggest? I suggest you continue doing this. And so, okay, actually, hold on. Let's back up. Yeah, no, I do suggest that. I'm not going to unsuggest that. I suggest you continue doing that. But it's not enough at this point because you haven't changed the story about your neighbors yet because your neighbors, see? Perfect. Because your neighbors have constant loud parties and you try to talk to them and it keeps happening. And I'm visualizing it, but it keeps happening. And my neighbors have these loud, they're so fucking loud. And I'm doing the work. That's what you're doing. So that energy has to change. If you visualize a calm and silent home environment, then you need to be calm and silent and peace, whether there are jackhammers going around you or not. I know that from personal experience. I've manifested having neighbors move out before. It's the best fucking feeling ever. Anyways, it's possible, but like you got to let go of you got to give up the goat. I don't know what that means. I don't know why. You got to give it up. You got to give up the story that they're loud and blah, 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 because no, they're not, because you live in peace and quiet. So how in the world could you possibly have loud next door neighbors who have constant parties if you live in a calm and silent environment? Those two things don't add up. So one of them's got to go up here. And I'll tell you, I don't need to tell you which one, right? Like you get what I'm saying. It's just visualizing is great. But if you get out of your visualization, you're like, but they're so fucking loud. Why? There's no point in even visualizing. You just undone it, right? Like, I mean, not that it can't happen, but your probability is so much lower because you're giving the calm and quiet, silent life one drop of water and giving your fucking neighbors a bathtub full of water every 5 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Like you got to switch around those ideas and thoughts because they're just doing what you say they're doing. They have no choice but to be loud and obnoxious. You might as well be throwing the parties yourself. You might as well go to the fucking party because you're throwing it. You deserve to celebrate too. Okay. I'm going to do one last call for super chats. I believe I got everybody. Becca, please let me know if I missed any, but I think I got everybody. I'm doing a last call for super chats. Do I believe in subconscious programming audios? I kind of do. Okay, now let me back this up. How do I say this? Like, yeah, I believe that you're going to absorb whatever's in the content you're subjecting yourself to. Yes, I do believe that. Thanks, Becca. Do I believe that every subliminal track has like the best content underneath that you can't hear? I can't say that. I don't know, because I don't know what people put into their tracks. Like, I know, like, when me and Malachi create tracks, like, we are very conscious of, like, the sounds that we're using, the tones that we're using. Like, it's, like, obviously the words I put into it, but like I don't want to create something that's going to put funky shit in your head. And like, I've been listening to like meditation music as I sleep. And there's like these 2 like sleep tracks that I started listening to. And one of them, the first time I listened to it, I was like only getting a few short hours of sleep. And that's why I turned it on. And so I only got like 2 hours of sleep. And that was like a morning or whatever. And I had like funky dreams, right? So I was like, oh, that's kind of funky. That was like the second one I did. That these 2, but they're by the same person. And the first one I did, it was great. The second one, I only had a couple hours. So I did the second one, had a kind of funky dreams, didn't really think anything of it. I did the first one again, slept great. Did the second one again, and I had a full night's sleep and had like crazy. I had a dream that my husband brought, like Mindset Monday was a live, like a real show. And my husband brought a date to Mindset Monday. And she was like his Uber driver. He like brought her as a date to my Mindset Monday. I was like, and so like I woke up and I was all, he's like, what? I was like, you brought a date to Mindset Monday. That's just like been this joke. But like now I won't listen to that fucking sleep track anymore because like it gave me funky mini dreams and then it gave me like a really bad nightmare. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to fucking, I don't know what's in this one, but my subconscious don't like it. So I don't like, I would say if you're listening to subliminals, just like trust the person that you're listening to them from, you know, because but on the same hand, it's like, that's in all the content we consume, you know, mainstream music, mainstream media, the news, social media, it's all already there. So that's why it's like just really important to be aware of what you're doing with your thoughts, because if you are being subliminally like swayed in whatever way, if you're aware of what's going on in your thoughts and you do awareness and discipline, like I say all the time, then you'll catch yourself thinking those thoughts and be like, where the fuck did that come from? I don't think so. And rewrite it. And it'll just be a natural process because you're so practiced at doing this. Okay. Destiny, I got movement last night. Yes, proud of you. Okay. Priya, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, any tips on persisting through the 3D? Been affirming for months and know I must get my SP, but the 3D is really trying me. Thanks, Roxy. Okay. So yeah, I would suggest for you also check out the Power of Now, meditation, doing my 360 method, like really, really super duperly being on top of your thoughts. Like again, the awareness and discipline, everything boils down to that. Persisting through the 3D. What does that tell me? That tells me that when you're triggered, you don't know how to handle your thinking, right? Like, and actually, I'm glad that we brought this up at the end because this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. The title I chose, manifesting with negative emotion. We need to get to the point where like you understand that it's okay to feel negative. It's okay to be triggered as long as you don't allow your thoughts to like take you even farther down the road, right? Like, when you get triggered, notice it. Wow, you noticed it. You caught yourself. That's amazing. Now we need to do the job of self-soothing until the trigger is no longer like physically affecting us. So your feelings are valid and they do need to be felt and they do need to be expressed. You don't want to be bottling them up, but they don't have like words that need to be attached to them. And here's what I want to explain to you guys. Okay. We have like, what they say, we have like 65,000 thoughts a day. 65,000 thoughts a day. How many emotions do we have as humans? Like 15, 20? I really don't know the number, but let's say it's like 20. It's not that many. It's not 65,000. It sure isn't. So the thing that's going to happen is that if you got 15 emotions, but 65,000 thoughts, you're going to have a whole lot of thoughts about different things attached to emotions simply because the number is just such an astronomical difference, right? Like when there's feeling attached to a thought, you got 15 options for a feeling, you got 65,000 plus options for a thought. And so if you allow the feeling that you get in your body to dictate where your thinking goes, you're losing, because you could go anywhere with thought. You can go 65,000 fucking places, but you don't need to go to the same places that you go every time. And you shouldn't, because that thought may be attached to that feeling, but it's not like actually attached. Like you just have been habitually it's like it's an easy jump to it. It's a neural network. It's a neural pathway. It's a habit. It's a habitual thought. So you change the way you react to your trigger, because it's okay to have a trigger. It's okay to feel emotion. That's what we're wired that way. And we've experienced things in our life that traumatize us that we have to work through and live through for the rest of our life. So it's gonna happen where emotions get, struck. It's just natural and it's normal, and there's no reason to beat ourselves up for it or think that anything's ending or bad for us. We need to learn to get the trigger and be like, oh, okay, it's okay. You're okay. Everything's fine. It's still okay. Things are okay. And work through that till you're no longer triggered, and then, clean your story up and get back on track with like, okay, everything's fine. We're all good here. But I would just say that if your 3D is getting you, then you need to work on, more than just affirming. You need to work on your reactions and your stories about what's going on around you, because your stories are still playing out. And maybe that's what's triggering you to react, because you're like, I'm doing all this work and yet here my stories go. But that's like you studying and not passing your test. So the story that you tell in your mind has got to match up to the way that you react to the world. Otherwise, it's like there's going to be that dissonance and you're not going to get a steady stream of what you want. To get the purest, steadiest stream of what you want just flowing straight to you, because something's always flowing, like energy's always flowing towards you, and you decide whether it's the energy you want or energy you're not really a fan of. And the way you do that is by only allowing thinking in your mind that matches the energy stream you want to receive. The thoughts need to line up with the things. So if the thoughts in your mind line up with things that you don't want to receive, then the problem is the thoughts in your mind, not the things that you're receiving. It has nothing to do with those. You're going down the aisle and picking them up. Go down a different aisle. Okay. I think that was the last super chat. Remember, if you're in any of my courses, the courses are moving to a different platform. It's going to be great. We're working, everything has been smooth sailing. It's just been the greatest transition ever. So thank you for being patient with us. You have received login information. If you're not able to log in, check your inbox for Roxy Talks email. If you haven't gotten it, if you haven't logged into the new system yet. And because we will be getting rid of the old system eventually. So there will be a point when you're not able to log into the old system. So just get over to the new system now, get your new credentials logged in, and, start on the new system. And emails are going to be from hello@roxytalks.com. And if you need help getting logged into the new system, hello@roxytalks.com as well. And mental diet workshop available only for a short period of time. It's going to be gone at the end of the month. All right, let's pull. I'm going to do one tarot reading, just one, because I haven't been reading my books as much lately, and I don't want to I like to feel confident in the readings that I'm giving. One card, one person. And while I'm shuffling these cards, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching with me or any sort of courses and workshops, we've got the Manifest a Specific Person workshop, which is a great love course. We've got the Confident AF confidence course, the 30 Days of Alignment boot camp, which is the program I used to change my life. And then we got the mental diet available for the rest of this month. There's also a bunch of free content at my website, roxytalks.com. And if you want to join in with your fellow manifestors, hit up my forum under the community tab and start talking to your manifesting friends and making connections and having allies in the manifesting world that you can talk to about your manifestations without feeling weird and letting, be like, okay, this is, I'm a fucking multimillionaire and everything's really fucking great. My life's amazing. And they're like, yeah, bitch, you're amazing. I'm amazing too. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Okay. Bree, you caught my eye. Bree Min. Is she biracial? Is she me? Yes, she is. It's so funny when people ask, Brad, hi. Brad, not that it matters, but I started watching fucking what was it? It's All Stars season 3, because I stopped watching when we moved to LA. I stopped watching Drag Race because we didn't have anybody to watch it with. But I just started watching. I just found it on Hulu. I was like, let me catch up. So I started on All Stars 3. Anyways, love you, miss you. Okay, Bree, I got one card right here on top. I don't know what it says. I don't know what you're asking about. So I'm about to pull this card and we're going to see. Bree. Ooh, first of all, look at this man's luxurious hair. Come on, Foki. Come on. Wait, oh, there he is. Okay. He's got some luxurious locks. This is the King of Cups. This is like the master of his reality right here. So this is a good ass card. And this energy is all about like having it all, being on top of your shit, being able to command the 3D world and all of the riches and the love and the emotions and the just everything good that comes with life. Like this guy is just like, he's killing it. So that's awesome. Proud of you. Embrace this. Embrace your ability to just live the life you want to live and be satisfied with it because you've got it. It's here for you now. You already have it. Destiny got this card last night. Yes. And also, if you guys want this tarot deck, this is available at my website, theblackmoonboutique.com. It's called the Ethereal Visions deck. This is like my favorite. It's so pretty. I'll put the little website up here. Where is she? There we go. Yeah. The Black Moon Boutique. I'm only doing one. I only did one. That was the one. One and done. Brad, you saw it too. Need to watch it. Yeah. I was like, I fell asleep, or my husband fell asleep, and I was just like laying there, like laying on the couch. But I was like cracking up by myself, like cackling. And obviously I love Trixie. So it was like Trixie's season. But God, I missed it. And then like today when I was doing my makeup, because I did my makeup like based on whose was it? It was Kennedy Davenport. I was like, ooh, Kennedy's makeup. Okay. So I'm like doing my I just felt so like drag racy today. I'm like, beat the face. It was just funny to go back into that life. Before I moved to California, we used to have a like standing drag race date. Like all of our friends would come over to like our house or like, you know, one of the houses, and we would have like dinner and watch Drag Race together. And then when I moved to California, I didn't have any Drag Race friends, so I just kind of stopped watching it. But that was like 6 years ago, so I started last night. If anybody cares. Brad cares. Thanks, Brad. Okay. Bree, did that resonate with you? Okay. So Bree says, oh my gosh, that makes me so ecstatic. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate you doing your reading. Absolutely. You got this. So just like embrace it. Embrace it. Okay. So do I channel? Yeah, kinda. How do I explain it? It's just like this, the information it does not always come from me. And I can just kind of like, I can just tell sometimes where I'm just like, that didn't come from me, because it's like, I don't have any, sometimes I say things I have like no frame of reference for. And I'm just like, I don't know where the fuck that came from. So I would say that, yeah, I am a channel and a conduit, but we all are. I just, I guess I'm just able to recognize the information like here. I could like, I'm like clear. I don't say I'm clairaudient, but like I definitely hear the messages and the words, like not necessarily like booming in my head, but it just like is like said to me in my head. Have I seen the season with Valentina? No, I have not. But what's her name? Who is it is on the what is her name that's on All Stars 3? Aja. Isn't Aja from the same season? I don't know. Okay. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm here for you. You got this. Like, stay focused on your manifestation. Do I have recommendations with crystals? To be honest with you, like I have my, like, I use these all the time when I meditate. This is like a garden quartz or what do they call it? It's a smoky, I can't remember the real name for it, but they call it like a smoky garden quartz. There's a real name. I can't remember it. I use this guy on my third eye, and then I use this quartz on my heart chakra. I use these together, and I'll feel the lodolite. Is this the lodolite? Wait, I can't remember any of it. Lepidolite, something like that. I use this one on like my heart chakra or my solar plexus. And like, I'll feel this one radiating when I meditate, but I don't really like, I don't know. I'm not like super crystally, to be honest with you. I just kind of do it because like I don't not believe in it. I'm not like super like, oh, I have to have my crystals, like that kind of a thing. I'm like more just like, yeah, if it's powerful, it's powerful. And like, I definitely feel this one radiating sometimes and it amplifies energy. Cool. Perfect for meditating. Brad said, I totally care. Yes, Kennedy. Yeah. She inspired me today. Do I know Laganja Estrada? Do I know her personally? No, but I watched her season. I did. I don't know a ton of drag queens, but I was in a couple of their videos. I was in like one of Adore's videos and one of Alaska's music videos. So when I was in Denver, I was like really super connected to that scene, and like we were just always doing stuff like that. And then I came out here, and I'm not like in LA enough, so it's like hard to be like in that lifestyle. Okay. Yeah, I know. I don't want this big ass thing on my third eye. It's too big. I like this guy. So I don't know why. This guy has always wanted to be on my third eye, so I just listen to it. Podcast. Oh yeah, somebody wanted to ask about suggesting a podcast episode. Shima, can I sing you a little something? Yeah, go on youtube.com/Roxy Lee Hart. Or go to iTunes or Spotify and search Roxy Lee Hart. Nayla says, I recently started carrying crystals 24/7 and they get super hot when I hold them. Yeah. Okay, is the podcast. So this coming, like what's coming out on Wednesday, every podcast comes out on Wednesday at 9 a.m. is, what did we talk about last week? It was having faith in your manifestation, like how to have faith in it. This coming week, I don't have a topic yet. Oh, geez. Okay, sorry, there was a super chat. You can ask nicely. Hi, sorry, Kim. Sorry, I didn't see it. Dang, y'all. You guys can ask nicely, okay? Because I'm a person too, and sometimes I don't see shit. There's thousands of comments coming through, so just be patient. Thanks. Okay, Kim, you're so sweet. It wasn't you that said it. I'm just like, dang, y'all. Okay. What are your top affirmations when you get depressed and want to stay positive in your mental diet? Everything is fine. Everything's okay. It's all good. Like I've said it before, and it probably sounds basic, but sometimes like that's all that will work. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's just like cycling that stuff through my mind. And the other part about it is the like, I don't know how it is for you, but sometimes I feel like with like depression and things like that, it's like, it's feelings I'm not wanting to face. And it's like, it's me pushing away on like getting to the bottom of something that like, could probably, you know, be worked through with meditation and focus and stuff, but I'm avoiding it and allowing it to linger in my life because I don't want to address it. So that's my personal kind of thing. And like, when I just like get to the bottom of it, and that's why I say like, get through, do your emotions and like purge them and cry them out if you need to, like get to the bottom of it. But like, you know, the thought, you know, work on purifying the thoughts and not allowing those depressive thoughts to like build up and build up and build up and build up. Like the feelings you're feeling are valid. Address what you need to address. Get to the bottom of your feelings. Go internal. Do your meditation. Talk to somebody. Do what you got to do. But it's all good and it's okay and it's getting better and it's okay and it's okay and I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm safe. Whatever it is, it's just like the self-soothing. Because sometimes it's like that's all that will work. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then just, you know, do what works for you. But also that's part of the answer too, is do what works for you. You got to figure out like, what can you do to calm yourself down and to be there for yourself and to witness your feelings without attaching, you know, meaning to them and deciding that, you know, negative things are happening to you or whatever, agreeing that negative things are happening or that you feel negative just because the feelings within you. You know what I mean? Love you, Shantae. No worries, girl. Okay. Isna says, podcast topic, continuing after your manifestation starts to come in, consistency. Okay. Let's go down this road a little bit. Can being pregnant increase your manifesting abilities? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think that anything... you're already infinitely powerful. So like, how can you increase the infinite? It's just more like maybe like you can stay focused better. I don't know if you can. How to stay grounded in a chaotic environment. How to continue manifestation after manifestation starts to come in consistently. Consistency. How to know our subconscious mind is impressed enough. Appreciate you, Diego. Thanks for being here. I know it's probably really late at night wherever you are. Yeah, if you don't say consistent, you'll backtrack. Yeah, the only reason I'm pausing on this one is because I feel like I've recently talked about this. Consistency. I feel like I recently talked about it. I feel like I've talked about a lot of C words in my staying with it even after you see signs. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I recently made one about consistency being key, didn't I? Haven't I recently done that? I don't remember. Oh, Dina says you did with the compass analogy. Yes, thanks, Dina. So check out the I don't know, it's something about consistency. You're like, I feel like I really did. I mean, I get what you're saying, staying with it even after you see signs. I think I did just talk about it. What is more important, confidence in it or clarity on it? Both. You know, like if you're not confident in it, then you might not get it. If you're not clear about what it is, then who knows what you're going to get. What else? Or I can think of something on my own. Not that these ideas aren't. I just sometimes I feel like I'm like, I feel like I talk about that all the time. Like how to know your subconscious mind is impressed enough. It's like, well, are you on top of your shit? Are you like questioning it? Because that's the issue, is like the questioning, I would say. Manifesting multiple things at the same time. Yeah, that's like my 360 method. Vegan for life. If you want to go down that road, check out my 360 method videos on YouTube, actually. How long did I live in Fantasyland before my manifestation of my business? It was like, let's see. June. I kind of started like mid-May. I started like mid-May, fully saturating. The 30 days of alignment started like on June 1st. And by like October 4th-ish, everything changed and it was done and going. So what's that, like 4 months? 10, yeah, like 4 or 5 months. And that was like everything worked out. All of my manifestations worked out, not just like, I mean, obviously my business was like a big one. And then like, then we moved within like, it was like definitely within a year, maybe like the first 7 or 8 months within that we moved into our house. So definitely way less than a year, way less than half a year for sure of living in Fantasyland. And it was not necessarily just that I was living in Fantasyland, but it was just that I was making my well-being the number one priority in my entire life. And it was like the best I've ever been. And I'm working, I mean, I'm great now, but we're working on it. We're every day I work on it still to this day, every single day. What the falcon? What? Is that a real saying? Oh my God, I'm using that. What the falcon? How to navigate the 3D and enjoy it while waiting on your manifestation to come in. That's power of now. Enjoying the 3D moment, enjoying the current moment, which I also just talked about. What the falcon? Oh, New Rock Stars on YouTube. I've never. It's a channel. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna figure it out on my own. Not that it's anybody's job. I'm just. We don't need to be sitting here with all this dead air. Okay. I love you guys. Being able to see your movement as movement. Say that you do, Isna. Like, use affirmations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say that you see your movement as movement. Don't just settle for the way you feel about it just because you feel about it that way. Like, change it, you know? Okay. I love you guys. Kat, yeah, I definitely talk about letting go a lot in videos. So check out I know sometimes they're podcast ideas, and sometimes I just want to answer it real fast because, you know, my fucking prerogative. Okay. How to decode your emotions to help you manifest. All right, I'm going to start with that. The other thing is, like, it's not that I don't like you, not that I don't like your guys' ideas. It's just like, as an artist, if I feel like I've already talked about it, I'm just like, it's like, yeah, it's like repeating the same thing I've already talked about. But yeah, like this, how to decode your emotions, how they manifest. That's a new concept. That sounds kind of new. So Dina, do you mind sending me that from Tiffany? How to decode your emotions to help you manifest? Please and thank you. What the Falcon? Ethan says, I like that word, decode. Remember that song? Decode, that song from fucking Twilight? That was such a good song. Like, as a songwriter, I was like, damn, I wish I wrote this song. Like, it's just a good ass song. Okay. Who is I am? You mean Malachi? Malachi is my music producer. He creates all of the tracks for all of our affirmation tracks and all the stuff we got coming down the line in all my music. Yep, Paramore. Haley is so incredible live. Oh my God. That girl can sing. Okay. Who is I am? Like, I don't know. I can't tell some of these questions. I don't know what's going on. All right. Changing your appearance. Yeah, I definitely have a few videos on that already too. So just look up like Roxy Talks appearance. Okay. Roxy featuring Cardi B. Okay. Just call her. Let's just ask her. Bitch, are you free? Okay. Okay. How do I see the future regarding how society will evolve about manifesting? So more and more people aware of achieving greater things, a kind of a stagnation. No, we're definitely in the Great Awakening, I think. And I just, with TikTok and everything, with all these like TikTok manifestation shit and like, definitely like it's becoming mainstream to manifest. So I think that we're doing it. We're doing the job that we need to do, which is to like, the global wave. Curing depression and anxiety. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have to worry about talking about that kind of stuff because I'm not a doctor. Mona Lisa, I literally have a video about the about time and the illusion of it. So it's in I have a quantum jumping or a quantum shifting playlist on my channel. And I have a video about like time and what like the time lag and all that. So I have actually several videos about time. When is my music coming out? Soon. I still have to, I've been having a lot of work stuff that's been coming up, like just like business stuff, just getting the whole system like rearranged. So I haven't really had a time to record, but soon. Okay. All right. Do you have any advice on figuring out what you actually want so you can manifest it? Yeah, meditate on it. Literally go into a meditation. Like go to Rising Higher meditation. Scroll down, click guided meditations, go into that playlist and look for the ones that talk about finding your purpose. Do I think the government will ever really acknowledge manifesting? I think they did. I think the CIA did. Ooh, Earth to Sammy. I like that. Story time about how I knew this was my calling. Ooh. A vlog about a day with mental diet. Interesting. Dina, can you send me all these ideas, please? The story time about how I knew it was my calling. Vlog about blah, blah, blah. Oh, got deleted. Okay, never mind. Lady Sakura, sure. It's normal if you say, I mean, it's just like you're breaking down walls. So keep working on your self-concept. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. New podcast on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. PST. This one's about having faith in your manifestations. Next week's, we're still working on that, but probably something we talked about. We'll see. If you want one-on-one coaching, if you want me to help you figure out your figure out your affirmations, if you want me to help you figure out where you're going, help you with your SP or your situation, I can guide you with one-on-one coaching. That's available at my website, roxytalks.com. I've also got, I like this one better. We've also got courses, workshops, free content, all kinds of stuff. Great community. As you can see here, everybody is very nice and welcoming and helpful to everybody. Everybody who's complimenting my shirt, thank you very much. It's Adidas. I didn't make it. I just put it on my body. Yep, Malachi is right. Let's go ahead and put this up in the chat. We've got the new affirmation album, which is called Best Me Ever, is streaming on all platforms. So you can check it on Apple Music and Spotify and Pandora and iHeartRadio. It's all self-love affirmations, and it is called Best Me Ever, or look for Roxy Talks. All of our affirmations are streaming on the platforms. Brianna, anytime you're feeling stuck about anything, visualize the block being removed and stop saying you're stuck. Say the opposite. I feel so free. I can do everything I want. I can do whatever I want. I can do anything. I'm not tied down. I can just like that kind of stuff. Yeah, say the opposite. Okay. All right. I love you all. Don't forget that our courses are moving. So if you're on one of my classes or in all of them, some people are in all of them. Thank you. They are moving. So check your inbox for an email from Roxy Talks within the last week with your login information. If you have trouble logging in, please email hello@roxytalks.com and we will get you in there. Do I know who Rael is? No, I do not. But I like that name. Skinny, how long will it take for him to come back? Cry emoji. I've been manifesting for 6 months. 3 cry emojis. Here for you, love you, but your story has got to change. You're not manifesting anyone back. You are creating the you are embodying the version of you that has everything that you need right now. You're not lacking anything. You need to realize that and start living as that, and then they just come naturally. So check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. Obviously it's my workshop, so I'm going to stand behind it, but I can tell you that people will definitely change their lives and their relationships off of this thing. So the Manifest a Specific Person workshop is available at my website, roxytalks.com. I also have a free masterclass that just kind of talks about like the things that you've got to know and understand, in my opinion, to manifest them. So you can grab that too at my website under the free resources tab. Vicky, glad you're here. Thank you. And yeah, and Skinny Queen, that's said with love. Just know that your story is replicating and repeating over and over and over. And that's why you got to change your story within you. Stop crying for this person. You need to give that love to yourself. Nicole, thank you. And thank you to the moderators. I love you guys. Appreciate you helping us stay a nice, pleasant environment here. Paige, you are not alone. We're all here together. You are guided. You should go. I always suggest their meditations. Go to Rising Higher Meditation and go to their, scroll down their page, go to guided meditations, click on that and start going through that playlist. You should talk to your spirit guides. Do some of the guide. There's one that she did recently where you're like talking to your guides in a crystal cave. There's one where you get to meet your starseed family. There's one where you get to like view yourself from creator's perspective. There's one that I do a lot. It's the meet your spirit guides. Like you have to scroll all the way to the bottom pretty much. Meet your spirit guides. I love that one. I've had like so many amazing things happen from that one. So Rising Higher Meditation has great meditations, guided meditations, and will help you understand that you're not actually alone, and you're not, and getting you comfortable with knowing and speaking to whoever's here with you, because you're definitely not alone. Like you're surrounded by love and guidance. So don't shut it off by thinking that it's not there. Okay. Shantae, I appreciate you, babe. Thank you so much. You guys are very sweet. You guys are I love how supportive you are to each other as well too. I really do appreciate that. We have the best community. We know that. Oh, we need to do a group affirmation. We need to do a group affirmation. Okay. Group affirmation. You know what I want? I want everybody. Let's all close our eyes. Let's breathe deep and exhale fully. Breathe in and exhale. And just get clear. Turn the volume down. Visualize yourself turning down the volume on any thoughts that might be going on in your mind. Anything that has to do with anything but this very moment right here, and how quiet, calm, serene, and peaceful this moment is. In this moment, we have everything that we need. In this moment, we are attached to and connected to infinite love and abundance. And in this moment is when we remember that nothing is actually wrong. Everything is truly okay. We are okay. We are safe. We are taken care of. Things are working out in our favor. And we appreciate the peace, the calm, the quiet, the stillness, and the gratitude within us as we take these moments to appreciate everything life has to offer us. And with that, you're all in control. Love yourself. Don't be afraid. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Emily, you made it. And Jessica, you got here. Just made it. Sarah, talking about struggling with living the end and fooling themselves. Actually, this week's podcast that comes out on Wednesday talks about that, the belief and the faith in it. So check that out. It comes out Wednesday, 9 a.m. PST. The free masterclass, Jessica, to manifest an SP is at my website, roxytalks.com. Click the free resources tab. Nunu says they saw an image of all of us holding hands. That's so awesome. We were energetically holding hands, weren't we? Oh, thanks, Becca. Nayla says, literally saw a hand turning down a volume dial. Do that. You can do that on your own. That's why I wanted you to picture that, because I did it too. I did it here. I was like this. Visualize it and just like shh, 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 just shh, 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 shh. Just shh, 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 shh. No one's listening to you right now. Okay. What time do these start every Monday? It's supposed to be noonish, but it's closer to 1-ish. PST. Okay. Yes, you can take the free class again. You might have to enter your email address again, but that's okay. Okay. Moonwalkers, Leanne. Yes. Okay. Love you guys. Oh my gosh. Emily Sparkles, first of all, great name, says, I just tuned in and heard you say, Emily, you made it. And I jumped out of my skin, even though it wasn't for me. That's divine timing right there, girl. That's amazing. Wow. Earth to Sammy says, covered in goosebumps in 80-degree weather. We are powerful. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Gigi, you are in control and you are that reason. Happy to be part of the story with you. Gina says, I imagine my brain connected to a stereo that was turning the volume down. Yes. Do that all the time, guys. Do that. And he was like, synchronize. Okay. Yes. Okay. Everything is working out. Best case scenario. Thank you, MGH. Appreciate you. Nunu says, I definitely needed to calm my mind, by the way. Nunu, are you reading The Power of Now? It's working for me, definitely. Isa says, Goddess power. Yes. God power. Yes. Okay. All right. Vicky says, yeah, we were all sat on pink chairs in a circle. It was lovely. Ooh, I love that. You're visualizing our live shows, I bet. Okay. Stazer, okay, says, I watched your video for the first time yesterday. My SP is coming over tonight. Yeah, that's what we're talking. That's what we do here, okay? That's what we do. We have instant manifestations like this. Okay. All right. I love you all. We got to end it. I got a podcast to record. I love you. I appreciate you. Stay focused. If you want my help, helping you guide on your meditation. Do I need more or less coffee? Okay. If you want my help guiding you in your manifestations, helping you figure out what affirmations you want to use, helping you identify your limiting beliefs, helping you identify your patterns and your programming that's causing this stuff to keep happening in your life, one-on-one coaching is perfect for that. I can help you at my website, roxytalks.com. We've also got courses, workshops, free content, all kinds of cool stuff to get you where you want to go because you can manifest it. I'm here to help show you how to do that. And, oh yeah, if you're in a course already, they are moving. So look out for the email, check your inbox because we already sent it. We'll probably send another one, mass email again, but it's already in there. And if you have trouble accessing the new courses or the new system with your original courses, hello@roxytalks.com. We will help you. Esty says, maybe do a podcast on my insight on the power of now. Yes, I have. I've done that for the first 2 chapters. It's on my podcast now on my web. You can go to roxytalks.com/podcast or find it on any of the streaming platforms. And I think it's called Harnessing the Power of Now. Manifesting what you want, harnessing the power of now or something. I just put that out. I'm only on the 4th chapter, so that's as far as I got to it. But that's exactly what I'm talking about in that episode is how to use the power of now to manifest. And thank you. And I'll do more as well. So everybody, I love y'all. As she said, SP texted me as soon as you're scolding me, made me flip my thought. We got to take a screenshot. We got to take a screenshot of these because, we just want to let everybody know it's possible and it's happening to all kinds of people here and now. Oh, Easy listens to the podcast while you work out. That's great. That's really amazing. I'm glad I can inspire you to mentally and physically take care of yourself. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty fucking amazing. I'm going to call that a win for myself. I never really thought about helping people like physically too. I mean, obviously it's all together, but thanks. Thank you. That made me feel good. Okay. All right. I love you all. I mean it. Squats and Roxy Talks. Yes, Dina. Okay, let's just give that one a little airtime. All right. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And hit that like. And we just did the like button. Hit the subscribe. That's what you're supposed to say if you're on YouTube. And join us. Join us in the community tab at my website if you want to talk to your fellow manifestors. We've also got Black Moon Society, the Facebook group, and the YouTube community. All right. I love you guys. You got this. Stay on top of your shit. Stay focused. Don't allow yourself to spiral, even if you get triggered. So what? Keep going. Keep focusing. You got this. Nothing has changed. It's all working out for you. I love you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. He's not yet. Yes. Have a fantastic week. Maintain your booties. All right. I love you. We're all raising our